Hi, welcome to our VB Developing channel. Today we will show how to insert, update, delete data directly from datagrid view into database. This is the first time that this type of advanced level video is being released on YouTube. No one has ever discussed this issue before. This is a very important factor in developing a billing software. This approach takes a billing software to a more advanced level. And this method makes data entry very easy. This is why we have chosen this topic today. Let's get started. Okay, let's see how it works. Let's say one more thing here, focus Control in done by pressing Enter key everywhere. After writing the date, we will press the Enter key, and then go to Datagrid view. Here we will go to next column, through Enter key. Here we will press Enter key, after writing quantity and MRP. Now we will see the total amount has come automatically. Okay, we have entered two product here, now we will save. Now here, we can see our two saved products. Now we will edit this invoice. Here we will change the name, quantity and MRP of the first product. Now we click on the Update button. As you can see, our invoice has been successfully updated. Now we delete this invoice. Okay, everything is fine. Now we will see how it was made. And we will know every part of it in detail. Let's say one thing here, that is, we are not creating a new project here. The reason is that, if we create a new project here, and go to complete the work, then our video will be too long. For that we will work on the previously created project. And that's why, we will say to those who are watching this video, for the first time, they should definitely watch the previous video. In the video we created this project. Otherwise some data connection related questions may remain in this video. We will put the link of the video in the description box. Let's get started. Now we will add a new form here. To add a new form, we will right-click on the project. Now we will go into Add, then now we will select Windows Forms. Now as usual we will give the name of the form here. Then we will click on Add button. After that we will resize the form. Now we will change some settings from the properties of the form. Now we set the form back color from here. Here we are choosing medium Turkish for the back color. You can choose the any one, as you like. Now we will go into properties, and change startup form, to set our newly added form. Now we will execute the project once. Everything is okay. Now we will add some tools, which we need. Now we will arrange the tools as usual. Also naming the tools and set properties. Okay, now we come back to complete the design. Okay, our design part is done. Now we will do the coding. First of all we will prepare the entry grid view. Let's say here, we have prepared many codes in advance, to save time. You can pause and watch the video as you need. Here we have created grid view columns. Now we will pass these columns in form load event. Okay, now we will execute the project, and see our entry grid view. Alright, here you can see, our newly added grid view column. Now we will set the tab index, and add 4 buttons. OK, now we are going to set the Enter key on the text boxes here, to control the focus. OK, now we will execute and see if the focus is controlled by our Enter key or not. Sorry, here we need to add auto serial number. OK, now we will paste the code into the cell row pre-paint in the data grid view. OK, now we will execute it once again, and see if the serial number is being generated or not. Alright, our serial number has been generated. Now we will see here, by pressing Enter key in datagrid view. OK, our Enter key is working very well. You can see here, that our focus is going sideways, but a lot of times, we have seen in many programs, that the focus gets skewed, but we are not having that problem here. Rather, it is working well. OK, now we will create the data table. As we are working on old project, so our database was already created. So we will just create the data table here. Since we are working on MySql Database here, if you have any query related to database or connection, then watch our previous video. We will put the link of the video in the description box. Now we will create the data table. We have our table schema ready for that, so we will just copy and paste it here. After execution, here you can see our table was created successfully. Here we right-click and refresh all, then here you can see, our newly created table. Here we show you, our table once again. Here we can see our table columns, and know any rows in our table. Now we will connect the table to the data grid view. Now we will bind the table, to this data grid view. Alright, now we have pasted the code, which you can see here. Now we will pass it in the from load event. OK, now we save and execute the program. Alright, everything is fine. Here you can see, our data table is connected successfully. Now we will prepare the save button. For that we will paste our prepared code. Now we will execute it. And save by entering some data, to see if our save button is working properly or not. Now our save button is working very nicely. Now we will work on update button. Now we will go inside the update button event, and paste the update button codes, which was created earlier. Now you can see, we have pasted the update button code here. Now we will save and execute it. Now we will edit and update an invoice. You can see here, that we have changed the product number 2, of invoice number 1 here. Now we click on update button. OK, now our invoice has been successfully updated. Now here you can see, our new updated product show here. Now we will work on this delete button. Now we will go inside the delete button event, and paste the delete button code. Now we will save and execute it, to see what happens. OK, so nicely our delete button worked. Here ends the topic we had today. Thank you very much to those who are watching the video. I would like to say to all viewers, our request to those who are watching the video, if this video is of little benefit to you, please subscribe to our channel, and share the video. We have a lot of hard work behind this video. And if you have any query about the video, please write us in the comment section. We will try to answer as soon as possible.